It's been a while since I've made a video about the Pathfinder or the bed platform, but this weekend I took it out for some camping and I wanted to show you some upgrades I've made and how it helps me store all my gear. Also, if you want to make a bed platform like mine, I put the measurements in the description and I might talk more about how to build it in a future video.
And one improvement that I've made to the bed platform since my last video is I've reinforced all the legs with L brackets now, and I also replaced the kind of standalone legs on the table bit with a solid piece of plywood, so it's a lot stronger now. And you can see you can pick up the whole table by these, it's not going anywhere. And I also did the same thing with the front piece here, reinforced that with L brackets. Middle piece didn't need any work done, but I feel like now with these new reinforcements, platform's a lot stronger overall, and definitely it's not going to break. And another nice thing about the platform, I might have talked about this in the first video way back in the day, but there is a lot of space underneath in the front too. This is usually where I keep my boots and other kind of bigger things. It is pretty open in there, but the downside is that it still is not accessible from the front. You do just have to open the side doors to get in there. So I just put in the mattress, and this is a nice big piece of memory foam, nice and squishy. And usually I just put this on the platform like this, and then I put like a sheet on it and then bring a few blankets, and then we don't have to use sleeping bags, so it feels nice and luxurious and nice and comfortable. So there you have it, guys. This is the Pathfinder all buttoned up and ready to go camping. Got the bed all made and stuff. Just have my sheets for my normal bed. Should be nice and cozy.
When I take the Pathfinder camping and I don't need to bring all my off-road gear, I find that a duffel bag is perfect to hold all my stuff because I can just squish it under the platform like this. It works a lot better for car camping than a big bin or backpack. One thing I wanted to mention about the platform that I don't think I ever really mentioned in my last video is that there's not very much headroom. It kind of feels like sleeping in a drawer despite how comfortable it is. My main issue is that I can't sit up. Also, even though the platform itself is 6 feet long, you could be taller than that and still fit just fine by folding the front seats forward. Unfortunately, I've been having some more issues with the Pathfinder lately. The new brakes and exhaust have been doing really well, but for some reason my radiator started leaking again. I already replaced the radiator in June 2021 and it only has about 11,000 kilometers on it, or about 6,800 miles, which kinda sucks because I did a coolant flush and the radiator I got is about twice as much now, and all the others are more expensive. I need to have a closer look to see where it's leaking from, but I'll probably need to get a new radiator either way. It leaks pretty slow, so I just keep some extra coolant with me, but it's a bit of a pain and it's really not good to let that stuff get into the environment. Anyway, we ended up having really bad weather on Salt Spring. Turned out to be the first rainy weekend in a few months, but my awning helped keep us out of the rain, which made it so much better. Speaking of issues with the Pathfinder, I've also been having some weird sounds which seem to be coming from the exhaust or catalytic converter, but it only happens sometimes. It's not a new issue, but I got this clip from the weekend when it literally sounded like marbles in the engine. The dashcam footage you're seeing is from driving up to the top of Mount Maxwell, which has a beautiful view when it's nice out. When I was learning how to drive, I took my parents' Kia Sportage up here, but the road has gotten a lot worse since then. A bylaw officer told us that the lower part is owned by the Province Highway Authority, and maintaining that section isn't a priority for them, so it's gotten quite washed out on certain sections. No sweat for the Pathfinder, but we definitely needed four-wheel drive since it was so wet. Unfortunately, the dashcam didn't catch the hardest parts of the trail for some reason, but you can probably imagine what it was like. On the last day of our trip, the weather got really nice again, which felt so good after such shit beforehand. We ended up finding a few geocaches in Ruckle Park and getting some really nice pictures, then we got pizza and goat milk ice cream from the Salt Spring Cheese Factory. Overall, the trip was a lot of fun, and I'm really happy I chose to go with the Pathfinder. Every time I use the platform, it reminds me of why I don't mind paying more for gas. The roads on Salt Spring are so fun, and the Pathfinder seems to be happiest when going around 70 to 80k an hour, which is the speed of most of the main roads there. Anyway, thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and check out the other Pathfinder videos I've made so far.